What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Overboy, and I'm going to be doing my ranking for all 33 songs from the High School Musical franchise. Over the course of the 3 movies, there have been 33 songs altogether. And I know when I did my movie ranking, I had said that I was thinking about doing this video, and Tomorrow Cinema had said that they'd like me to do this, so this is for you, and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started because it's a lot of songs to go through and everything. I'm only doing the songs from the trilogy. I'm not including songs from Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure or High School Musical, the musical, the series, just because that would take way too long. This video is already, I know, going to be pretty long. So I'll go ahead and get started. Number 33 is You Are the Music in Me, the Sharpay version that she sings with Troy during High School Musical 2. I just really do not like this version very much. Sharpay's one of those characters that I like her, but she does get on my nerves some, especially in High School Musical 2. It's a movie where she's the most annoying, and her version of this song just was not very good, and her and Troy didn't sound good together. I think they could have sounded good together, but this song, it just didn't work, and I just didn't like it. The hard rock feel to it and stuff just wasn't as good as the Troy and Gabrielle version, and it is easily my least favorite song out of the whole franchise. So it's number 33, and number 32 is We're All in This Together, Graduation Mix. This one is from High School Musical 3 senior year during the graduation scene, and it's more like of a background song. The school choir is singing it while Troy's doing his speech, and they're also singing it a little bit during the end of the senior year musical play, when Miss Darvis is talking about where all the students are gonna go and stuff. And I like this song and everything. Of course, the original version will be much higher on this ranking, but this version it wasn't as memorable. I don't hate it or anything. It's alright. I'll listen to it if I'm listening to the soundtrack, and it doesn't bother me or anything. It's just, as far as all the other songs go, this one definitely is not one of my most favorites, and if I'm going to listen to this song, I'd rather just listen to the regular version. So We're All in This Together, Graduation Mix is number 32, and number 31 is Senior Year Spring Musical. This is pretty much just a compilation of all the songs from High School Musical 3 brought into their musical play that they're doing, and has like snippets from each of the big songs throughout the movie and everything. It's not terrible or anything, and there were some parts where they added humor and stuff like that when they're doing the Night to Remember part at the end with Sharpay and Tiara Gold competing with each other during that. That was funny, and stuff with Jimmy and Sharpay was funny, but it's not super bad or anything. But like with the graduation remix of We're All in This Together, if I'm going to listen to these songs, I'd rather just listen to the full versions and everything. But it's not really necessarily bad, but it's more fun to watch it during the end of the movie than just listen to it on the CD, if that makes sense. So Spring Music, the Senior Year Spring Musical is number 31, and number 30 is I Can't Take My Eyes Off of You. Now this one actually isn't in any of the actual movies. It was a bonus song on the soundtrack to High School Musical, and they released the music video for it on the DVD. I thought that maybe it was going to be a deleted scene on the DVD, but it was just a music video. And I almost didn't include this one because technically it doesn't have to be here, but I did used to always listen to it when I was younger and had the soundtrack. I loved the song back then. I don't like it near as much as I used to. It's kind of weird. The fact that it's Troy and Gabriella singing as a couple with Sharpay and Ryan singing as a couple is just really weird. And everything, seeing Sharpay and Ryan are brother and sister, and it says in the booklet of the CD that it's Sharpay and Ryan, not Ashley Tisdale and Lucas Gabriel, and everything. So it just makes it really weird when you think about it. But I do like the song and everything. But it's not one of my most favorites, and since it's not actually in the actual movie, that's why it's so low on here. So I Can't Take My Eyes Off You is number 30, and number 29 is All for One. This is the big finale song for High School Musical 2, and it's easily my least favorite one out of the big final songs of this trilogy. I like it. I think it's okay, but really my favorite thing about the song was in the actual movie we get to see Miley Cyrus, which felt really epic back then. When the movie first came out, it felt like a really big epic cameo. Now it's not really that big of a deal, but back then it was awesome just getting to see Miley in High School Musical, because I was a huge fan of Hannah Montana and this back then and everything. But this song is just alright. It's never been one of my most favorites. Even back then I didn't love it. I listen to it if I'm listening to the soundtrack, and sometimes I don't listen to it. It just depends if I'm listening to the full CD or just some of the songs. But I think this one's okay. So All for One is number 29, and number 28 is Every Day from High School Musical 2. This is the song that Troy and Gabriella sing. And it's really supposed to be all of the Wildcats singing it during the talent show at Lava Springs. And really it's only Troy and Gabrielle that are really singing. That the Wildcats are just kind of there in the background doing background vocals and stuff. It was really kind of anticlimactic and disappointing, because you went in here expecting all of them to have big parts in a big musical number and everything, and they're just kind of there dancing in the background and doing background singing and everything. It wasn't near as good as it could have been. It was really kind of disappointing, and it's not one of my favorite songs in the franchise. So Every Day is number 28, and number 27 is Pop to the Top from High School Musical. This one is done by Sharpay and Ryan, and this one is alright. It's really grown on me since I was a kid. I used to really not like this song, and I think part of it is in the movie they cut away from the song and everything for two different. They cut between them singing the song and then two other scenes throughout them singing the song, and to me it just kind of ruined it and everything. I hate when movies do that, when they cut away from a song when they're in the middle of singing it and everything. I did listen to it quite a bit on the soundtrack, because like I said, I had the soundtrack on repeat as a kid or a teenager, but this one has never been one of my favorites and everything. I like it more than I used to, but it just isn't one of my favorite songs. So Pop to the Top is number 27, and number 26 is Walk Away from High School Musical 3. This is one that Gabriella sings when she's getting ready to go to college and stuff, and she's having to move away from East High and everything. She's not really wanting to leave and everything, but she knows she has to. And this song is really catchy. It has a really, really good sound to it, and Vanessa Hudgens just once again is great as Gabriella in this scene, and she does a really good job singing this song, and it's really a good song. Not one of my most favorites, but I still really like this one a lot. I'm pretty much from Pop to the Top to the On. I like all the songs quite a bit, just can't fit everything in the top and everything. So Walk Away is number 26, and number 25 is A Night to Remember. This is when they're rehearsing the prom scene for their play, and I remember going to see this in the theater. I was really disappointed in this scene because of the fact that it was part of a play and not actually a prom scene and everything. But as I've gotten older and stuff, I like this scene a lot more. Yeah, I've always liked the song though. I thought it was really, really catchy, and I love like in the movie when they're some of the dancing and stuff, they do references to other movies and stuff, like they kind of dance like John Travolta did in Saturday Night Fever. And then there was also a scene where they do other homages to other stuff in this franchise, but that was the main one I could remember in this particular song, was the homage to Saturday Night Fever, and I really like this one quite a bit. So A Night to Remember is number 25, and number 24 is what I've been looking for, the Troy and Gabriella version. I really like this song, and I love Troy and Gabriella singing songs together and everything, and they did a good job on this one. It's slower paced than the Sharpay and Ryan version, and I like that, but personally I like the Sharpay and Ryan version better, obviously. But I still enjoy this one quite a bit. It's the song that got them their callbacks in the movie, and it's a nice little scene, and they shorten it down too. I think that's another reason I don't like it quite as much, because it is like about half is halfway shorter than what the other version is. I kind of wish they would have sang the full song, but it's good enough. So what I've been looking for is Troy and Gabriella version is number 24, and number 23 is I Don't Dance, which to me is one of the silliest songs in the whole franchise. Not the silliest, but it's definitely one of the silliest. I really like the song though. It's really catchy, and Corbin Bleu and Lucas Gabriel do really good on singing. Good job singing it and everything, but the song when they're singing it, the movie is just really silly, because Chad is singing about not dancing and stuff, but while he's singing about not dancing, he's also dancing, so it's really, really silly. It's a really good song, and I really enjoy it quite a bit. I like the kind of has like that the hip hop's background to it and stuff, makes it a little bit different, kind of stands out a little bit. So I Don't Dance is number 23, and number 22 is Fabulous from High School Musical 2. This one actually was a song that I was really, really annoyed by when it first came out. I used to think it was really annoying, and actually, if I would have done this video when High School Musical 3 came out, this might have been at the bottom, but as the years have gone by, this song's really kind of grown on me. It's really, really catchy and stuff, and it still is kind of annoying, because like I said, Sharpay does get on my nerves and stuff, but it's just kind of grown on me. It kind of became a guilty pleasure song for the franchise. And I just really enjoy it and everything. So Fabulous from High School Musical 2 is number 22, and number 21 is High School Musical from High School Musical 3. This was their big ending song for not only the third movie, but for the whole trilogy. And I thought it was fitting. It suited it really well, and it was really catchy and everything. And that scene at the end, right as they're about to finish the song and the curtain comes down and everything, that was a really, really good scene and everything. It was a perfect song to end this franchise on. It's not one of the best songs in the franchise to me, but it definitely is a really good one, and I think it was the perfect one to end this on. So High School Musical is number 21, and number 22, number 20 is Can I Have This Dance? This one they split into two parts in the movie. First, Troy and Gabriella are singing it on the rooftop and everything when he asks her to go to prom, and then they sing it again during the scene when he goes to visit her at college. And I really like this song a lot. I think it's a really good song, really catchy, and the chemistry between Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens just make the song all that much better and everything. I like both parts in the movie, but I think the scene when he goes to meet her at college was my favorite scene out of the two when they sang this. Now, I really enjoy this one quite a bit. So, Can I Have This Dance is number 20, and number 19 is What I've Been Looking For, the Sharpay and Ryan version. I know when I was talking about I Can't Take My Eyes Off You that I said I think it's weird when they sing songs as a couple and stuff like that because they're brother and sister, and I stand by that. It is really weird that they sing this song together too. It's just kind of gross when you think about it, but I just can't help but love this song. It's just so catchy, and it was one of my favorite songs from the movie when I watched it. When I used to watch it all the time and everything. And out of all the songs that Sharpay did, this is easily one of my favorite ones. Yeah, so What I've Been Looking For the Sharpay and Ryan version is number 19, and number 18 is I Want It All from High School Musical 3. Out of like the big songs that they did in the movies, Sharpay and Ryan, I think this one is easily one of the best. It's one of my favorite scenes in the movie and everything. Even though it's not one of my very most favorite songs in High School Musical 3, it just the scene when they're singing it is just really fun to watch. Like when they're going through all these different stages and stuff of what they want to be like when they become famous and stuff. It's really fun to watch and everything, and the choreography and stuff is really great in that scene. And I think this is one of the most catchy Ryan and Sharpay songs as well, and I really do like this one quite a bit. So I Want It All is number 18, and number 17 is Huma Huma Nuka Nuka Abu or Huma Huma for short. This one is one that wasn't originally in High School Musical 2. It was on the soundtrack as a bonus track, and they added the scene of them singing it into the DVD version. And personally, I think them adding it into the movie just made the movie all that better. The song doesn't really add anything to the movie, but it's just catchy as heck, and it's hilarious and stuff watching the way Ryan acts throughout this. He acts really goofy and stuff, and the song itself is just really goofy, and it's probably the silliest song out of all the songs in here, but I just absolutely love it, and everything. It's really funny song, and it's kind of cool. Like, you kind of learn stuff about Hawaiian culture in this song too, because I mean, I had never heard of the Huma Huma fish and everything, which is a state fish of Hawaii, so I thought that was kind of cool. We kind of learned a little bit about it, and I think if they made a movie based on the song, that would actually be kind of cool, or maybe do a short or something. But this is a really fun scene and everything, so and it's a really funny song and really enjoyable. So it's number 17, and number 16 is Get You Ahead in the Game from High School Musical 1. Now there were two versions on the soundtrack. The movie version done by Drew Seeley, who was filling in for Zac Efron, and then the B5 version. I never really could get into the B5 version, and I didn't really like it. I don't know why. It just wasn't really something I was into, but I really do like the movie version. And when this movie first came out, this was probably my favorite song in the whole movie. And as I've gotten older, it's just dropped quite a bit. But I do really enjoy it. I think it is a really good song and everything. It's really catchy and just really fun to listen to. I'm not really into sports and stuff, but I don't know what it is about this song. I just really like it and everything. So Get Your Head in the Game is number 16, and number 15 is Right Here, Right Now. It was originally sang at the beginning of the third movie during the scene when Troy and Gabriella are in the tree house and everything after the basketball game, and they're having the big party celebrating winning and stuff. In the extended version, they do a reprise where they sing it, and it was just an added scene for the DVD of High School Musical 3. And I thought that was a really good scene that they added in there, and but I really like this song quite a bit. It's really, really catchy, and once again, Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens' chemistry just helped make it all that much better and everything. So, Right Here, Right Now is number 15, and number 14 is Now or Never. This is the one that opened the movie for High School Musical 3, and it's really, really catchy. Really, really well done. The choreography and stuff in here is pretty decent, although it's mostly just them playing basketball. They're not really dancing a lot, but I just really like this one quite a bit, and it's really enjoyable and everything. And it's not one of my most favorite songs in the franchise, but I still like it quite a bit. So it's number 14, and number 13 is Work This Out from High School Musical 2. This is another one that, like Get Your Head in the Game, was one that I liked a lot more when the movie first came out. I used to listen to this one all the time, especially like if I was cleaning my room and stuff. I would have this song playing and stuff and everything. I don't know why I always liked listening to this when I was cleaning my room, and it just, for some reason, it resonated with me. I don't know why, but I really like this song quite a bit, and I used to get it stuck in my head all the time and everything. It is a really catchy song, and I still do like it quite a bit, just not quite as much as I did as a kid, kind of like with Get Your Head in the Game. It's a good song, just not like anything super great, but it is a really good one and everything. So it's number 13, and number 12 is I Just Want to Be With You from High School Musical 3. This one is done by Ryan, Kelsey, Troy, and Gabriella, and I really like this because kind of get to see the relationship building between Kelsey and Ryan, which doesn't really go anywhere in the movie, but it was a nice little scene between them, and I really enjoyed the song. I think it's just really catchy, and it's one of Troy and Gabriella's best songs that they do together and everything. And it's cool getting to see Ryan actually kind of have a decent love song and not be with his sister and everything. I thought that was kind of cool too. I wish he would have had more songs in this franchise, because I think Lucas Gabriel is one of the best singers in the whole series, and he doesn't get near as enough credit as he should and everything. And I think that's just because Sharpay and Ryan don't really get the credit they deserve in the this franchise, but I really like I Just Want to Be With You quite a bit, so it's number 12. And number 11 is What Time Is It from High School Musical 2, one that was the opening song for the movie, and easily one of my favorite songs in the franchise. I used to listen to this every year, like on the first day, or right after school, when I would go home and everything on the last day of school and listen to this song multiple times and everything, because it's just really fun song to listen to kick off the summer and everything. I haven't listened to it during summer, or during the beginning of summer, in quite a while. I might do that this year just for old time's sake, but I love this song. It's really catchy, and everybody gets at least a little bit of stuff in this. Like all the 6 of the main cast members get a little bit to do in this song, and I thought that was really cool. It's one of the few songs that does that, and I really enjoy this one quite a bit. So What Time Is It is number 11, and number 10 is Stick to the Status Quo. This one is another one that is really a silly, humorous song where they're all being super over dramatic and stuff about their friends doing stuff that's not their normal stuff, but it's just a really catchy song, and it's always funny watching the movie because they're like really over dramatic every time someone confesses to something that they like to do that is out of their norm and everything. It's just a really fun song, and the choreography in here is some of the best in the movie. Not the best choreography, I'll save that for another song. I'll say which one I think has the best choreography when I get to it, but this one has some of the best, and it's just really catchy song and really fun scene to watch. I like watching it in the movie more than listening to it on the soundtrack, but it's still just a really good song and really catchy. So it's number 10, and number 9 is The Start of Something New from High School Musical. This is pretty much the first song in the franchise. It was one that really kicked off the music and kicked off the story for the whole franchise. Troy and Gabriella have to sing it during a New Year's Eve party when they get chosen to sing karaoke together, and it just, as soon as they start singing together, you see the chemistry, and Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens are amazing in this scene. And I've heard that Vanessa Hudgens almost had a mental breakdown and stuff because of having a crush on Zac Efron. I don't know if it was during this scene or just in auditions or what, but this is a really great scene. You can kind of see the shyness and stuff of her in this scene, and I don't know if that was acting or if it's just that she was really feeling shy being with him and stuff. I don't really know, but I absolutely love this song. It's really catchy and one of the most influential songs in the franchise because of it being the first one and everything. So it's number 9, and number 8 is Bet On It from High School Musical 2. If you would have asked me when High School Musical 2 came out, and I would have said that Bet On It would be number 8 on a ranking of the list, I would have probably thought I was being crazy, because I absolutely love this song. It was one of my favorite songs in the movie growing up, and it still is. I absolutely love it and everything. It just, as I've gotten older, I've come to like other songs a lot more. But this one is definitely one of the best songs in the movies to me, and one of my favorite songs from High School Musical 2. It isn't my favorite, but it's definitely one of them, and I just absolutely love like the way he dances and stuff. He looks really goofy at times, the way he's jumping and stuff, and like being really over dramatic and stuff, but it's just one of my favorite scenes and everything. I really do love this song quite a bit and everything. So Bet on It is number 8, and number 7 is The Boys Are Back from High School Musical 3. This is the one that Troy and Chad sing when they're in the junkyard and they're kind of acting like they did when they were kids and stuff. This was the scene that I had waited for throughout the whole trilogy. Just them two hanging out and singing a song together just was awesome and everything. Because I mean, we see Troy and Chad hang out quite a bit during the first movie. The second movie, they barely hang out and everything. This movie kind of just shows how good of friends they are and stuff, and it just is a really fun scene and everything. And the choreography in this scene was also really good, and I love the little moment when they go through the tunnel and the kid versions of them come out and they're looking at like this monster robot that's built out of cars sitting on shelves and stuff. I thought the effects in that scene were really cool and everything, and it's really catchy song and everything, and kind of makes you feel nostalgic even back then. I mean, it made me feel nostalgic, reminded me of hanging out with my friends that I had when I was a kid and everything. Just it's a really fun song and everything. So The Boys Are Back is number 7, and number 6 is Scream from High School Musical 3. And it's not just because the title of the song is also the title of one of my favorite horror movies. That part is just a coincidence. But this is easily one of my favorite songs in the franchise, and it's my favorite song from High School Musical 3. It's just really catchy, and I love it's kind of helping Troy's character arc throughout the song. He's having trouble deciding what he wants to do and everything, and it's a really fun song, and it leads up to him having this really nice moment with Miss Darvis and everything. It's just really good scene, and the choreography in this one is also really good, and I love like the way like when he's singing and stuff, the camera turns in like this kaleidoscope way, and he's like going on the walls and the ceiling and stuff. Like, it was pretty much doing what Inception did before Inception made it famous, and I thought that was really cool and everything. And it was a really good scene and everything. So Scream was number 6, and number 5 is I Gotta Go My Own Way from High School Musical 2. This is the one Troy and Gabriella sings when Gabriella gives up and is ready just to leave Troy, and she leaves Lava Springs and doesn't want to work there anymore and stuff. It's really good song, and the chemistry between Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens make it all that much better. And it's also really kind of a sad song because you don't want to see the characters split up and everything. And I know when I was a kid, it kind of turned, teenager, because I was 15 when this movie came out. It turned me into an emotional wreck when I saw it. But I love this song. It's easily one of my favorites in here and everything. So I Gotta Go My Own Way is number 5, and number 4 is When There Was Me and You from the first High School Musical. This is a song that Gabriella sings after she sees a video of Troy talking about how the musical isn't important and stuff to him and stuff. It's not really like a super special scene or anything. It just kind of one that just one of those songs I've always really liked. It kind of reminded me of Hopelessly Devoted to You from Grease. It just, I don't know what it is about this song. I just always have liked it quite a bit, and I thought it was a really good one. It's kind of a sad song and everything, but it fit the movie well, and Vanessa Hudgens' voice and stuff is just really great on this song. So When There Was Me and You was number 4, and number 3 is we're all in this together from High School Musical 1. I know most people would say this is their most favorite song out of the trilogy, and I can completely understand why. I had a really tough time choosing between this and the other two, my top 3 and everything, and the more I think about it, I think this one is number 3 and everything. It is an iconic song and pretty much the theme song for the whole franchise, and it's really catchy, and I love the, like, all 4 of the main characters get their own little segment where they get to sing and stuff. I always did kind of wish it Chad and Taylor would have gotten to sing too in here. It would have just made it better and everything, but it is a really good song. It's cheesy and stuff, but it's fun to listen to, and it's even more fun to watch. The choreography is even better, or is actually the one that I would say is the best choreography out of all of the songs in all of the movies. This is my favorite choreography, and is we're all in this together, and it's easily one of my favorite songs in the franchise. So it's number 3, and number 2 is Breaking Free from High School Musical. This is the song that Troy and Gabriella sing at their callback, and it's just really catchy, and I've always loved this song, but as I've gotten older, this song gets better and better every time I listen to it, and I feel more nostalgic towards it every time I hear it for some reason, and it's just really good song. Drew Seeley did a really great job on singing with Vanessa Hudgens, and their voices mix really well together and stuff in here, and it's a really good song, and easily my favorite one out of the first movie and everything. So Breaking Free is number 2, and number 1 is Troy and Gabriella's version of You Are the Music in Me from High School Musical 2. There's just something about this song. I've always loved this one quite a bit. Maybe it's because of stuff like with my old girlfriend. This was kind of our song, maybe. I don't know if that's the reason why, but I just absolutely love this song. It's catchy, it's great. It's pretty much the song that really represents Troy and Gabriella's relationship. I don't think any other song in this movie really represents their relationship as well as this one does, and it's just really good. And of course Kelsey gets to sing at the beginning of it, and I thought that was kind of cool too. And I did always think though in the song it was really weird how Kelsey's just showing them the song, and they're just able to sing it and everything without having to look at the notes. I thought that was kind of silly, but it's a really good song, and easily my favorite song out of all of the movies. And when I think of High School Musical songs, this is always one of the ones that pops up. This one and the other 2 on my top 3. But anyway, let me know in the comments what your favorite song from High School Musical is. If you want to do your ranking of all 33, feel free to do that. If you don't want to do a full ranking, you can tell me your favorites from each movie, or just your favorite in general, or whatever. And also tell me which movie you think has the best songs out of all 3 of them. Personally, I think that High School Musical 2 and 3 both, well, I mean, they all have great songs. I don't really know for sure which ones. I think 3 has is the one that has the most songs that I don't really skip or anything, but I just love some of the songs in 1 and 2 more than 3, obviously. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it's not too long. I don't know how long it's going to end up being, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.